So, ano yung idea ng symmetry? If we have this point M here, let's say, ayan, meron tayong point M dyan. And nandito ngayon si point A. So, si point A ay may distance na to from point M. So, kapag sinabing the point P is symmetrical to point A with respect to point M, so we can say that at equal distance in the same direction, dito natin makikita si point B. No? Itong point M na to ay tinatawag nating point of symmetry. Okay? So, what if sinabi naman na itong point A at point B is symmetrical with respect to a certain line, no? So, ito na yung line na tinutukoy niya. So, makikita natin with respect to this line, pangalanan natin tong line L. Yan. With respect to line L, si point A and si point B ay symmetrical with each other. So, ito ay tinatawag nating line of symmetry. Okay? So, when a curve is symmetric with respect to a coordinate axis, for every point of the curve on one side of the axis, there is a corresponding image point on the opposite side of the axis. So, pag sinabi natin symmetrical with respect to a certain axis, so, ito yung magiging mukha. Yan natin. So, kung yan, yung coordinate system natin, let's say, ito, yung point na to, let's say this is P1. Tapos, meron tayo ditong P2. Pag sinabi niyang, this is symmetrical with respect to y-axis, no? So, ito yung y-axis natin acts as the line of symmetry. So, dito sa kabila ay si P1 prime, kamukha niya, o symmetrical sa kanya. And dito naman si P2, no? So, P2 prime. And kung ito-drawing natin siya, this should be hindi lang perfect. Yan. So, that should be symmetrical. And of course, kapag ito naman, yung curve natin, unahin natin yung curve. So, when we say this P1 here is symmetrical with respect to x-axis, so ibig sabihin ito si P1 prime. And ito naman si P2, so this is the P2 prime, no? Symmetrical siya with respect to the x-axis. Kasi dito ay chine-check natin whether yung curve ba natin is symmetrical with respect to x-axis or symmetrical siya with respect to y-axis or it is symmetrical with respect to the origin. Kapag symmetrical naman siya with respect to the origin, so usually ang nagiging itsura ng curve ay ito. Parang ganito. Meron siyang curve doon, no? And may kamukha siya dun sa kanila. Symmetrical naman din siya with respect to the origin. Okay? So, how are we going to test for the symmetry? No? So, yung idea ng origin na ito yun ha. Kapag ito, yung point na to, ay symmetrical with respect to the origin, magdodrawing tayo ng line, no? Ito yung point yung symmetrical sa kanya. So, kung itong point na to is symmetrical with respect to the origin, connect natin doon, ito naman yung symmetrical sa kanya. Yun yung definition ng symmetrical, no? With respect to the origin. So, ano-ano yung mga conditions natin para makonsider natin ang isang equation ay symmetrical na. So, ito yung unang condition. The first condition is if an equation is unchanged, by substitution of negative y for y, then its curve is symmetric with respect to the x-axis. Okay? So, pag nag-substitute ka daw ng negative y para kay y at hindi na bago yung equation natin, then it's symmetric with respect to the x-axis. No? So, parang ganito. Kapag yung curve na yan, so, symmetric siya with respect to the x-axis. Yun yung symmetry. Okay? Sa x-axis tayo. And, second, if we are going to substitute, hindi ko na isusulat yung buong word sa akin. Sentence. If we are going to substitute negative x to x, tapos yung equation natin is unchanged, then it's symmetric with respect to the y-axis naman. So, parang ito siya. Yan. So, kung ano yung itsura ng kabila, yun dapat yung itsura din ng kabila. Kay y-axis naman siya. And third, if we are going to substitute both the negative x to x or yung negative y to y, tapos yung equation natin is unchanged, then it's symmetric with respect to the origin naman siya. No? Para yan siyang sinasabi ko nga kanina na ito siya. Yeah, symmetrical with respect to the origin. Kasi yung point na to is the same in distance sa point na to. So, ang point na to ay parehong distance papunta dyan. Yung point na to ay parehong distance with respect to the origin papunta dyan. Okay? So, let's try this. Kasi isa to sa isa to sa magiging hint para sa atin kapag nag-drawing tayo ng or nagpa-plot tayo ng curve. Nagkakaroon tayo ng idea na okay, hindi ko na pala siya kukunan ng mga points dito sa left side or sa negative side of the Cartesian coordinate plane kasi symmetrical naman pala siya, no? So, i-change ko lang yung mga sign, yun na rin yung mukha niya sa kabila. Okay? So, magta-try tayo ng test of symmetry for this example. So, test for symmetry. So, equation na binigay niya is y is equal to x cubed minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 10. So, in here, we substitute negative x to x. So, papalitan natin ng negative x lahat ng x. So, y is equal to negative x cubed minus 6 negative x squared plus 3 negative x plus 10. So you have here negative x cubed and this is positive, so negative pa rin to, and then here you have negative 3x plus 10. So makikita natin ano yung equation. The equation is different from the original equation. So therefore, there is no symmetry with respect to, so since kay x tayo, y-axis. So what if we are going to substitute the negative y to y? So alam na, kasi itong negative y, so itong y magiging negative y na siya. Yung kanan, so kahit hindi siya nabago, pero kung titingnan natin, yung left side ng equation, yung y kanina naging negative na siya. So wala rin to siyang symmetry with respect to the x-axis naman. Kasi pag nagte-test tayo dito kay y, kay x yun siya. So, since wala siyang symmetry, no? Wala siyang symmetry dito, wala rin siyang since wala siyang symmetry with respect to the x-axis, wala rin siyang symmetry with respect to the y-axis, meaning wala rin siyang symmetry with respect to the origin. Okay? So, try natin itong pangalawa. Ibigay ko na lang yung equation. So, test for symmetry for this equation, y squared is equal to x squared minus 4. So, let's try to substitute the y to the negative y. So, you have here negative y squared is equal to x squared minus 4. So, you have here y squared is equal to x squared minus 4. As you can see, magkamukha yung equation na given at saka yung equation ngayon kahit nag-substitute tayo ng negative y. So, the equation is unchanged. Therefore, we can say that this is symmetrical with respect to the, since kay y tayo, x-axis. Okay. Then, we are going to substitute now the x to negative x. So we have here y squared is equal to negative x squared minus 4. So you have y squared is equal to x squared minus 4. As you can see here, this equation is still unchanged even na nag-substitute tayo ng negative x dun sa x natin. So this is symmetrical with respect to the, since naka-x tayo, y-axis. So, since symmetrical siya kay x-axis, symmetrical din siya kay y-axis. So, meaning, this is also symmetrical with respect to the origin. No? Kasi kapag sabay natin siyang gagawin, you have negative y squared is equal to negative x squared minus 4. So, you have, meron tayo, y squared is equal to x squared minus 4. No? Pareho lang siya. So, kung titingnan natin, kung ano tayo tawag dito, gusto nating makita, kung gusto nating makita, anong itsura nito? No? So, tingnan natin ha, kung ano magiging itsura nito. So, itry natin yung tinuro ko kanina. Ang gagawin natin ay i-express natin siya in terms of y is equal to x squared minus 4. Tapos, ipa-factor out natin y squared talaga. So, you have here y squared is equal to the factors of this, difference of two squares. So, that's negative x minus 2 at saka x plus 2. Tapos, since you have here this square, para y na lang siya dyan, and you have here the square of x minus 2 and x plus 2. Para makita natin kung ano yung itsura niya. So, tingnan natin ha. You have x minus 2, x plus 2, tapos you have here the square root of x minus 2 and x plus 2. Ayan. So, yun lang naman sila. Tatlo. So, tingnan natin. What is the number na magpapasiro dito? As you can see that x minus 2 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, then x minus 2 would be equal to 0. So, kapag yung x natin ay equal to 2, ito, yung x minus 2 na to, siya ay magsi-0. And then, if we have here x plus 2 naman. That is equal to 0, so x is equal to negative 2. So, meaning negative 2 yung magpapasiro sa kanya dito. So, that's negative 2. Meaning, this is 0. Ayan. So, babalikan natin. Para dito sa kanya, sa x minus 2, kapag yung number natin is greater, meaning, magiging positive yung sagot. Kapag smaller, no, than 2, magiging negative. So, positive sa kanan, negative sa kaliwa. The same with this. Positive sa kanan, negative naman sa kaliwa. So, wait lang. I should have another line for this. Dapat wala muna itong square root. Burahin ko muna itong square root lang. Yan. So, tas ibaba natin ito yung dalawang para magkaroon ito ng yung may square root na. So, dagdag ako ng isa. Yung isa, y na lang yung ilagay ko. Total, makikita naman natin na y na lang. Okay. So, we have, anong meron? I-multiply muna natin itong dalawa. So, we have here, bakit 0 yung sinulat ko dito? This is not 0, this is negative. Negative ko dyan. Ayan. Negative times negative, so that would be positive. So, positive tayo dito. Ayan. Ngayon, negative times positive, negative tayo dyan. And then in here, of course, you have 0 here. And then here, so, positive, syempre positive yan dyan. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0 naman. Positive times positive is positive. Ayan. Then, kukunan na natin siya ng square root. Kung kukunan natin ng square root, kasi yung y natin is the square root of the product. No? Kasi ito yung product natin. So, ang square root nito ng positive is plus and minus. Right? No? So, it's plus and minus. The square root of 0, of course, ito. But the square root of negative number is undefined. Hindi natin alam kung ayos yan, hindi natin alam. Hindi siya nag-e-exist. No? And in here, so that's 0. And sa positive, so it's plus and minus. So magkakaroon tayo ng idea kung ano yung itsura nitong ating curve. So, tingnan natin ha. Okay. So, sinasabi niya dito na 0 siya dito. So, 0 daw siya dito sa may negative 2. Tapos, 0 din siya dito sa positive 2. Pagkatapos, imaginary number siya in between. So, hindi siya nag-i-exist doon. But the points are symmetrical with respect to the origin. So, kung dito, 0 siya, so ito yan. Dito 0 siya, so ito yan. Ngayon, since symmetrical siya with respect to the origin, at least, kumuha tayo ng isang point doon kay negative 3 at doon kay positive 3. Para naman, magkaroon tayo ng idea kung ano yung value niya. So, tingnan natin. So, i-type in natin yung equation. Mag-calc lang tayo. So, square root of x minus 2 and x plus 2. Or pwede nyo naman gamitin yung x squared minus 4. No? So, calc negative 3. Ang lumalabas na sagot is square root of 5. So, that's approximately 2.23. Plus and minus 2 yon. Kasi nakikita natin dito, yan ay plus and minus. So, that's approximately 2.2. No? So, kung ito yung 1, 2, somewhere here. Yan. And then, symmetrical yan siya with respect to, diba, nakita natin kanina, symmetrical siya with respect to the x-axis. So, ibig sabihin, kung may point ka dito, may point ka rin dyan na 2.2 rin. Yan. Tapos, symmetrical din siya with respect to the y-axis. So, sa kabila, yung point na yan ay ito rin yun. Yan. Tapos, yung symmetrical, itong point na to, dito sa kay x-axis, so ito rin yun siya. Tapos, yung point na to ay symmetrical dito. Okay? And, at the same time, itong point na to ay symmetrical with respect to the origin. This is symmetrical with respect to the origin. No? So, as you can see here, we have this graph. Yan. Tapos, papunta sa kabila. Yan. And then in here, dadaan siya ng 2, tapos aakit siya doon, tapos dito, aakit siya doon. And we will realize na itong equation pala na ginagraph natin is an equation of a hyperbola. No? Hyperbola ito siya. Okay? So, masaya ba yung topic natin? Interesting ba? Okay, so tuloy natin. Ngayon, pag-uusapan naman natin yung scope. Pag sinabing scope, ito yung saan lang merong laman yung function natin. Parang to. So, ito na rin yung gagamitin ko sa scope. As you can see here, from the negative infinity up to negative 2, gagamitan ko to ng braces, no? Kasi kasama si negative 2, no? Union of the set from 2 up to the positive infinity. So, ibig sabihin, etong set na to na nakikita natin is part of the function, no? It's part of the domain ng function. Yun tinatawag nating domain kasi we have, no? Pag sinabi nating domain, saan nag-i-exist yung function? So, paano natin sasabihin yon in algebraic expression? We can say that any value of x such that x is an element of the set from negative infinity up to negative 2 inclusive of the negative 2 union of the set from 2 up to the positive infinity. So, this is your domain, no? So, this domain here is the domain with respect to the x, no? Sa x naman to siya. Pero pag yung domain natin sa y, no, hindi na domain yung term. Ang term natin doon kapag y yung pinag-usapan natin is the range, no? Range naman siya. As you can see here, lahat naman ng y natin, simula sa 0 hanggang makarating ka doon sa taas, hanggang makarating ka doon sa baba, ay may value lahat. So, meaning, sa range natin is any value of y such that y is an element, may kulang ako sa expression, such that y is an element of real number. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng number natin from then, or pwede mong sabihin to na any value of y such that y is an element of the set from the negative infinity up to the positive infinity, no? So, lahat ng number ay pasok sa range natin. Pero sa domain natin, ito lang po, no? Ito lang yung kasama sa domain. Or we can say on the other hand, doon tayo sa negative na part, no? Parang ito. Any value of x such that x is not an element of the set from negative 2 up to positive 2. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng number ay part ng domain maliban dito sa mga values na to sa pagitan ng negative 2 at ng positive 2. Nakikita natin dito, parenthesis yung ginamit kasi hindi kasama si negative 2 at positive 2 kasi may graph tayo at that point. Dito yung tinutukoy niya sa pagitan nito. Yan. So, meaning, that's the 2.00001. Yan, lampas na yun ng 2. At saka, 1.9999999. Hindi siya umabot ng 2. Hanggang doon, ang hindi kasama sa domain.